Welcome to Genki Lesson 10 Kanji. Okay, and again for kanji in this lesson, we are going to use the Kanji Alive app. You get there by typing in app kanjialive.com and doing a search for Genki Chapter 10. Their search syntax is text colon gen colon C10. And that will give us the kanji for lesson 10 or 14 kanji. That's what the 14 is for. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and take a look. The first kanji in the list is this kanji, which you might recognize because I use it on the board when I count to 5 when we have played Fly Swatter game. And we'll look at the animation. You'll notice that it is 5 strokes. In English, we do 4 hash marks and then 1 diagonal to count to 5. In Japanese, you often see a 5 counted off with this stroke. So top horizontal, vertical, half horizontal, vertical, horizontal. The meaning of this kanji is right or correct. The onyomi is sei or sho, and the kunyomi is tada of tadashi or masa of masaru. The radical that we use is the tomeru radical to stop. So the kanji for stop is everything but that top stroke. Their hint, a foot moving toward a destination using the correct route. Okay. For examples here, we have seikai, correct answer, seigi, justice, seikaku, accurate, seijo, operating normally, etc. Tadashi is an e adjective that means correct, and masani, surely. Our second kanji is the kanji that means stand, and it kind of looks like somebody standing up straight. As you can see, with a head, arms, a trunk of the body, and then legs on the ground. Also 5 strokes, kind of a rather symmetrical kanji. The onyomi is ritsu or ryu, and the kunyomi is ta or tate. So tatsu, the kanji tatsu, to stand up.
Tatsu.
Tateru, to build.
Tateru.
Or just stand something up. The book we also use shiritsu, which is private.
Shiritsu. Watakushiritsu.
As contrasted with, for example, kokuritsu, which is national.
Kokuritsu.
So talking about, for example, Tokyo Daigaku is a kokuritsu daigaku. Waseda Daigaku is shiritsu daigaku. The third kanji is the kanji for year. Let's take a look at how it's written. Okay, one thing to note is that this final vertical stroke is the final stroke. Also, it does not come up over this top horizontal line. So kind of like kaku, you build everything out vertically, and then at the end you put or you build everything out horizontally, and then put the main vertical stroke through everything at the end. The meaning is year. The onyomi is nen. The kunyomi is toshi. The radical is kan, to dry. So these top 2 horizontals plus this vertical. And the hint, a person, I guess this is a little person, raising cattle in annual cycles. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, for examples, we have dainen, right, the kanji for kuru and year, nen. the coming year.
来年
Kotoshi, which we have the kanji for ima plus toshi. Hantoshi, half a year. Toshi plus ue equals older. Otoshiyori, this is the nice way to call somebody old or elderly, not furui. And of course, we have ichinensei. For number 4, we have the kanji for self. This looks like the kanji for I, but with a little doohickey on top. You could also look at it as the kanji for white with one more line in it. The onyomis are ji or shi. We just saw, no, sorry, different thing. And then the kunyomi, I don't think Genki gives these, so I would not worry about that too much. This is a radical in itself, so it's the mizukara radical. It means self. The hint, pointing at the nose to indicate the self. So in Japan, in America, when we refer to ourselves, we tend to take our index finger and point it at our chest. When you're like, oh, who, me? In Japan, people point to their nose. So that's why nose is given here. Examples, jitensha, right? Bicycle, or a self-turning vehicle. A jidosha, car, or an auto-turning vehicle. Jiyu is freedom. Jibun, oneself. And what else? Shizen, not natural. So not adjective, that's good to know. 5th kanji is the kanji for live, as in to reside. So let's take a look at the stroke order. So we have the person radical, the ninben, on the left side. And then on the right side, we have the kanji for master. So in the hint, where a man is his own master, let's go with where a person is their own master, is where they live. The onyomi is ju, and the kunyomi is su, as in sumu. Jusho, address, so it's literally the residing tokoro, place. And then sumu, to live, as in to reside. Sumai is actually a noun that means dwelling or residence. On to kanji 6. This is the kanji for that means to sell. We may recognize it because it's also the right half of the kanji for yomu, to read. Right? So it's essentially it's yomu minus the gonben, minus the language radical. Looking at the stroke order, the top is the same as, actually that's bushi no shi. And then the bottom part. This looks similar to the do of doyobi, but notice that this horizontal line is longer than this line. With doyobi, it's, I believe it's the opposite. So the radical for this is this, the samurai, man, scholar, samurai. And the hint, a professional merchant standing with his package of wares. If that works for you, that's wonderful. Words that we know that use this kanji, uru, to sell. Baiten is a shop or kiosk, the kanji for sell and the kanji for shop. Uriba is a market or sales floor. Kanji number 7 is the kanji that means night. So the onyomi is ya, the kunyomi is yoru or yo. Let's take a look at the stroke order. It's another one with a flat roof and a center chimney. We have a person radical in there, and then this last part is its own thing. It's kind of like you're going to write katakana ta, and then you change your mind. What do they say here? At night, a person goes undercover and holds in his hand his small valuables. Okay, this looks like a moon and some clouds. Maybe that's helpful. Examples using the kanji konya, tonight. Again, that kanji ima. Yonaka, late at night, right? In the night, amid the night. Yozora is nice, a night sky. Tsukiyo, a moonlit night. And yoru, night. The ninth kanji is the kanji for nagai. The other reading, the onyomi, is cho. Let's take a look at stroke order. So this bottom part, a little bit reminiscent of taberu, I think. But notice here, we start with the vertical and then we build out the horizontals. And then the bottom part. So the meaning of this is long or also chief. Shacho, company president. Shicho is a mayor of a city. Kaitou is the president or director of a board. Chonan is the firstborn son. Chojo, firstborn daughter. Chosho, literally long places or somebody's strong points. And then we have our e-adjective nagai. Our 10th kanji is motsu. Okay, this looks a lot like matsu, but it's different because in the right hand or the left hand radical we have a modified te, right? The tehen or hand radical, and then on the right side we have also looks like toki. The right side is the same for toki, whereas the left side would be sun. So let's look at the stroke order. Notice you have this uptick here. Oops. Okay, notice how, remember back at uru, this was longer and this was shorter. Oh, cool. I changed the font. Notice with this one, this top one is shorter, the bottom one is longer. The hand of, and this right side by itself is the kanji for tera, otera, for temple. So the hand of the temple holds power, land, and contributions. Maybe that helps you remember the meaning. So we have motsu, to hold, motte-iku, to bring, or to take, motte-kuru, to bring, kanemochi, literally to hold money, or a rich person, and kimochi, to hold your feelings, or feelings. Number 11 is the kanji for snow, which is nice because it includes the kanji for rain and a shovel underneath it. So remember that's rain. And then we have the shovel. You can also think of it as katakana yo, like, yo, look, it's snowing, if that helps. So setsu is the onyomi, yuki is the kunyomi, the radical is the ame kamuri, this rain radical. So the type of rain that can be shaped with one's hands. Sure. Shinsetsu is new snow, fresh snow. Yuki, snow. Oyuki, as you can guess, is a lot of snow or heavy snow. Hatsuyuki, first snow of the season. Yuki Gassen is a snowball fight, literally snow battle. Yuki Guni, snow country. And Yuki Kaki, my least favorite winter activity. Or wait, oh, I thought that was shoveling snow or snow plow. Number 12 is the kanji for way, street, or road. The kunyomi is michi. Onyomi is to or do. This is the do of martial arts. Judo, aikido, karate do, kendo. These are all ways. So the stroke order is interesting because this radical, the main radical, the shinyo, also referred to as the running radical, even though it looks like it comes at the start of the kanji, it's written last. And then the last few strokes are the running radical. Notice ji is in here, self, which we just learned. This part at the top, this altogether is kubi or neck. Follow, so the run following the leader. This is also the kanji, one of the kanji that's in the word for prime minister, is the way to master each respective art. Great. So dojo, right, is a dojo, hall used for martial arts training. Suido, plumbing, water supply. Shodo, calligraphy, the way of writing. Shinto, Shintoism, or the way of the gods. Michi means a street. Chikamichi means a shortcut. Kanji number 13 is the kanji for morning. You need to watch out for this because the left-hand radical looks like it will be the kanji for kuruma, but it isn't because this doesn't go all the way through. It's a 10 and a sun and a 10 and a moon. So let's look at the stroke order. So the onyomi is cho, kunyomi asa. The radical here is on the right side. It's tsuki, moon, or the month. So in the morning, though the sun rises with tenfold intensity, the moon can still be seen. That's very poetic. Cho shoku, right? So morning plus eat is breakfast. Asa, mayasa, every morning. Asahi, the morning sun. Asa gohan, another word for breakfast. And kesa, again with that kanji for ima plus morning, pronunciation of kesa. Our last kanji for this set is another verb root. This is the kanji for buy. Okay, and the radical is kai, shell, property, wealth. In ancient Japan, shells were a form of currency. So when shopping, one has a string bag and money. Or you could look at this as either the kanji for eye laid sideways, or it just kind of looks like an eye. Keep an eye on your money when you go to buy things. So bai suru, to trade, to buy and sell, the kanji for to sell and the kanji for to buy. Kau, we know, is to buy. Kaimono, shopping. Kaite is a buyer. Okay, so these are the 14 kanji of Genki Lesson 10. If you want to go through them yourself on the Kanji Alive app, remember you can use this search syntax of text, gen, C10. I will also have a Quizlet set of Lesson 10 kanji posted up on Quizlet to also help you drill through these kanji. See you again next time.